Hey, welcome
Another
to
100.
Saturday Night D&D with DM Brig. I'm going to be a moment being in the fantasy ground, so the overlay looks a little funny, but we're here, and I hope everybody had a Merry Christmas.
Ho, ho, ho.
Oh ho.
It has been a minute.
Hey, what's up, Techno?
Who wants to take a rough stab at what they remember happening last time?
Not me.
You were not.
I don't
Yes,
think
you
I was
were.
there. Was I?
Yeah, you were there for the factory. For the beginning half, at least.
We just, the only thing I
Did we
remember is
make
like
it to the
we
portal
just got
yet?
through the portal, and
Yes,
with,
so
like,
you fell
cool
asleep
shit.
sometime before the portal, Nick.
Ah, yes, I fell asleep. I remember.
Where
I got
did
AFK
it
just a second.
go? Not a problem. We're cobbling this railroad together as we go.
My favorite kind of railroad.
What's the one that I'm looking for? For Christmas, Garrett decided to die.
Yes.
Nah, man, that was next year's Christmas gift.
How dire is this dire? Me. It was a bit of a rough landing. We do know that. I've got... Who am I missing? Oh, Lucky, because he's still not coming in yet. That's fine. Blaskin, what do you remember from last session? Of course he's muted. I need to go look at the other interface before I start saying names. What does Gumbo remember from our last session?
Oh gosh. We snuck into this warehouse. Blaskin unleashed some rats while our ranger Lily did a ladder trick to distract some guards, I think. And then we went down into this very tall structure. And a lot of really cool stuff happened, I'm sure.
I'm sure. There it is. Okay, sorry. I used like 6 different colors on my notes and I still can't find what I'm looking for. Yes, Lily decided to cause a distraction by pulling some scaffolding down on the outside of the building. As you guys made your infiltration during the guard shift change, you then some inter-factory hijinks ensued as you made your way through a space dominated by Modrons who are all working on a shared clock cycle, which you very much were not on as squishy organic beings. So a lot of the trickery of getting through that was, I think you even, Gumbo made like an amazing, like a beautiful mind discovery that got you guys, like, you slipped through a pretty large space with a couple people getting buzzsawed / torched, but nobody lost limbs. That's the one I wanted to make a box around.
I got pretty hurt.
Yeah. How is everybody feeling? Ooh.
Not good.
Out of 92, I'm down about 51.
Wow. Lucky's like, I don't know what you guys are talking about. I'm feeling fine. Lily also surprisingly didn't take much damage for mostly sleeping through the whole walk. Nah, you guys are good. Yeah, you made it through a couple different scenarios. You skirted past some observers. You got into a final room where all of the different trigger mechanisms seem to be boxed up and shipped off to what you assumed was Eberron, based on the portal you'd been tracking and the good information left by Iggy. And the plan became bundling yourselves into the empty crates, which you flipped upside down, and then rode along the conveyor belt to the portal, which sounded like at the very end of it, when the different Modron entities just kind of mindlessly kept doing what they thought was dropping components into these crates, then instead started piling up on top, which started to fall over and cause a ruckus, which resulted in several of them experiencing some form of corporal punishment that you briefly glimpsed through the slats in the crate, and then you rode the crate through the portal, which was great until at the other end there wasn't actually conveyor belt underneath you. There were two effectively roller coaster tracks, which would have been fine for the crate being right side up. So everyone unceremoniously was dumped a good 20 feet down into some conveniently placed empty sacks, which had built up in this back room of the destination you had made your way to. Everybody gathered themselves up just in time for Belaskin to discover some new fancy rim lighting. This episode has been sponsored by Razer. And then he blew up.
Yep.
And went unconscious.
That was my least favorite part.
We actually
Everybody
aren't sponsored by Razer, so Razer don't get
No,
mad
we're
at
not.
us for that. And I'm back.
Oh, that wasn't written in the script. Sorry, Bradley. I'll stop improvising.
However, I am open.
No, the party did witness a all along the edges in these like what had not really stood out to anyone as small recesses along all of Blaskin's wood and metal plating that comprised his exoskeleton. This intense kind of purple, which then built to like a white hot light, spread across his whole form before that explosion of, I think it was psychic damage that everybody took.
I think so.
So I don't know if Lucky, you're looking too healthy to have weathered that, but I think maybe it was a save or something. I forget what I came up with at the last minute there, but that brings us to now. Are there any other lingering questions that didn't get covered from last session that anybody's wondering about? I think we retconned in something that you bought from Iggy that allowed you to bring Sponge in like a Pokeball.
Yes. I think we had to do that.
So that's now in your collection arsenal bag of tricks.
Well, I assume we're all smoldering on the floor.
Rocking a pretty solid headache after that, and feeling a bit winded, as well as the ride through portal space wasn't exactly smooth, and the fact that there was no physical floor underneath you was certainly mentally jarring, even though you didn't fall into the void. I think there were a couple references to the jaunt, but thankfully it did not last forever. And out on the other side, yeah, you're a bit queasy. Definitely, there's a word for this. Your adrenaline is pumping, and your body's just kind of trying to put itself back together internally after that bit of. Oh, that's why Lily looks healthy, because I didn't even roll to damage her from the psychic blast.
I want to say I took like 30 damage from that blast.
It was pretty brawny. Lily, we're just gonna leave you. There you go. That looks a bit better. So, painting the space around you with your eyeballs, what are you guys looking for? What are you thinking about doing first? Blaskin, you're still unconscious.
I gotta peel myself off the floor.
My
Somewhere to
graphics
take
card
a short
exploded.
rest would be Awesome.
We should probably not do that right here.
So you don't even have to do a perception check on this one. You do know that you came out the other end of a portal that's still manufacturing materials. And while you have kind of gathered your wits a little bit on the floor down here, you have heard additional crates go sliding down this kind of bit of roller coaster activity over your head and then out through like some heavy hanging tarps that form like a windbreak into the next workspace beyond. You are picking up just the general din of all forms of work being done. There's kind of that low, quiet walla of different living beings communicating. There isn't any kind of an alarm going off. There isn't any screaming. You don't hear spells or weapons clanging. There's a little bit of kind of the din of some tinkering, and you're pretty sure you hear an anvil being used somewhere off in the distance, but it's not like a massive smithworks. It's nothing like the raucous, constant noise that you heard in the Modron factory before. But you're clearly aware that you're still in a space of various workshops. But any other specifics you want to go looking for, you let me know and we can roll for those.
I'm gonna heal myself for, say, 10 with lay on hands. I'm gonna go peel anybody else up off the floor. I assume Blaskin is flat.
Blaskin is crumpled into a kind of... I think he ended up kind of on his knees as part of that explosion, and so the rest of his upper half just slumped forward. The eyes are just dim. And his limbs are surprisingly light when you go to check. It's like kind of playing with a life-size marionette.
I kind of like to think there's a big hole in my chest too. Like the middle plate has been ruptured from the inside.
Bizarrely, the surface of your exoskeleton seems fine.
Oh,
For all of the light show and the pain everyone felt and the damage you took, physically, your form does not seem, aside from the fact that like you can still see a bit of the faint glow in all those lines that lit up when you first landed. There doesn't seem to be anything like, there isn't a huge scar or blast or physical damage to you.
well, my case might be okay, but I'm gonna need a new CPU and graphics card.
Can I hit him with some lay on hands?
Normal healing spells do not work on me.
That has been in flux for a long time.
I don't think it is. I think we've been pretty consistent about that.
Definitely not. Okay.
What if we pull out a welding kit and some WD-40?
I forgot which edition it was. They actually, I want to say it was in 3.5 that they had, because they introduced the Artificer and their constructs. They had a spell called Repair that was a heal for construct specifically.
I will fold him and put his legs
Can you use-
in his chest and wrap his arms around his legs, and I'll pick up Blaskin.
Can he use
Like a backpack?
Fabricate to heal him?
So just, I forget now because it's been so long if we made that an early homebrew rule. 5e treats Warforged as living humanoids. So normally...
No, we homebrewed that because I think it's funner.
Okay.
Would mending
Bradley brought up Fabricate though, which we have been using occasionally.
Does anybody know that?
Yeah, I have that.
We used it on me
mending?
before.
I'm about to log into Fantasy Grounds.
Can I just tap him on his head to see if I can rouse him while we're waiting?
Sure. By tap, do you mean like gently tap or...
I hit him over the head with my stick.
You
Thanks for
transfer your
exploding.
consciousness into his body.
Blaskin, you don't wake up right now, but you do swear that you remember hearing just some brief shout of of gumbo, like deep in your head, not like coming through your senses. When she connected with her staff for a brief moment on your skull.
Wakey, wakey. No?
Unfortunately, that does not rouse him.
You get like a spark from one of my eyeballs.
It just pops out.
I've done everything I can.
What is Lily doing right now?
Meditating. Sorry, I was muted.
Lily is muted right now.
Hey, that's a 4th level spell too.
Oh, fabricate. Shit.
That's a 10-minute cast, so we should probably get out of here first.
Choose raw material. Okay, I'll keep that one in mind.
I say we
wanna say that
sneak
for-
up on out of here.
Right?
Yeah, I'm picking up Blaskin.
Can I cast animate object on him and just make him walk normal?
Only
You
dead
can
people are
try.
objects.
You can try.
So that'd be funny.
So are we retconning that Flint did not actually try to use lay on hands on Blaskin?
I mean, I like to think that I tried. Even if it doesn't do much.
Flint, make me either an Arcana or a Religion check when you go to place the... When you go to handle him. All
Pappy.
Yeah, all that you get. Oh my god, that roll's not lower. Shit. All that you get from when you go to cast a spell, nothing stands out any different from. There's been a time or two when you tried to use divine magic and the target just kind of sloughs off the effect, like it doesn't actually land, like you miss the bullseye in vibe, and this just feels kind of like that, like you go to use it and the spell can't seem to find purchase, but doesn't, it just kind of, it doesn't dissipate like you're used to. It's like you felt the magic release and nothing happens, but it doesn't, it went somewhere.
Well, I can't heal him.
I'd like to think, well, I don't have it, but like we could use mending for like 1 hit point each time.
Mending's a cantrip?
Yeah, that's why I say only 1 hit point is what I would give it. It doesn't do that, but I'm like, I'd like to think that would work.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking a little bit about that in the back of my head. Like I wanted to make it something fairly simple to use, like mending is the same as a healing word. Because 1 hit point.
See, I was going to say healing word, but that's a 1st level spell versus a cantrip that you can cast for free. That's why I'm saying 1 hit point.
Well, what we could do then is just, if you want to cast mending at level 1, you can use it as a cure wounds.
Except I don't have mending, so it doesn't matter.
I can do that, but
So
I
if you
can
wanna-
only cast it at level 5.
Well, then you can do some hell amending.
Well, that would be 5d8.
Up to you. I think that's just gonna to make it a little bit easier. Otherwise, we're scrambling around like, oh no, Blaskin took damage. Now we got to go find an artificer. You
Yeah,
at
you
least
can use
have.
mending as an artificer to heal your robots.
He's more than a robot.
I know
Yeah, it's
that because
more
I
than
played
meets
a
the eye.
kobold artificer.
But yeah, if you want to, I think that'll be our new homebrew until I forget we come up with something else again. If you
Awesome.
want to use mending, spend it at or you have to spend spell slots like cure wounds, but you can use it as a cure wounds for your.
How many dice did you
Warforged
say it
mending.
was?
If
Basic cure
treating
wounds
as
is
a cure, it's a d8 per level.
D8 per level. So yeah, that'd be 5d8 plus your spellcasting mod.
So, say this many plus 5?
You've got. Oh yeah.
28.
Dang, that's a nice charisma stat.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So
So
that's
Blaskin,
gonna
you
go for 28.
Brings me up to 43. Do I power back up, Brandon?
Oh, you're really confusing me. You said 43, but it's.
I had 71 wounds because it counts backwards in Fantasy Grounds.
Oh, okay. Now I've caught back up with you. That had some coincidental matches on various numbers. I was like,
Oh. I hate when that happens because it like the wires in your brain get crossed for a second. You're like, what is going on all of a sudden?
yeah. Like I think I understand what Matthew just did, but it wasn't the right one. Make a con save for me.
I also, to paint the scenario for a second, Flint is currently carrying me like a backpack, right? And Gumbo comes up behind me and uses the spell.
No, you're just in my arms.
Oh, okay. Like an action figure.
That's
Just
right.
hear like gear grinding, crunching noises, slotting
Alright.
back into place.
Con save. I was really hoping to roll that one. It rolled over the one for a second. I was like, yes!
I've got a 2 if you would like it.
Yeah!
Still not super like a. I don't feel like the DC should be that low. You're stable, and there's some audible re-merging of various connections internally, and just a bit of a better luster comes back to like the wood paneling, and the metal looks a little less dented in places.
Oh, I was about to say it's like I kind of like to think that some of the like leaves on me regrow a little, and then I was like, I don't think that works for a spell that was used on me. That would not actually make sense. Not really that kind of spell.
Gumbo, can you make a quick perception check?
Oh, did I overheal you?
Actually, oh yeah, he already did the math.
Okay, I didn't see it change in the combat tracker, so I slapped it on him.
Here, you know what? I'll just, because everybody would be nearby.
I got it. I remember where I was at. I was at 43.
Wow, that was some. Well,
Perception, you said?
Blaskin doesn't count. I just rolled for everybody.
Okay.
Nope. Flint, you're holding him, so it makes sense that you would be one of the people who notice this. When she casts that mending spell into him, you also notice that there's just this brief pulse of faint light that runs up all those same channels that lit up on his exterior, and they all just kind of, it seems like they all run from the extremities down into like the center chest cavity, just like a half second.
Well, he is. Well, I think he runs on magic. Definitely doesn't run on beans.
Pretty sure he runs on like the nutrients in soil and sunlight, that kind of thing. Maybe a little magic.
That's what all those leaves are for.
Is sunlight magic?
That's
Some would
quite a
say.
question, Kate.
Some would say it is.
Well, the energy just sort of pulsed down his body.
You know, I kind of expected this place to do some weird stuff to him, but this is rather immediate. We should really get out of here.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
All right, the room you're in now, there's really only one way out, which is, well, I guess technically there's two, because there's the route you just saw the carts take, which is through a set of flaps on that roller track. And about 5 feet to the left of that is a full, like, double door shape space that also just has some heavy tarps hanging in it. And there's definitely light coming through from the room adjacent to the one you're in, as well as the noise of people and things and activity. Who wants to do what?
I say we go through the double doors.
Both
through the
shout at
tarp.
you like we own the place.
Being stealthy, just kind of storming out,
Yes, being stealthy.
just making sure, bold moves. Oops, sorry, just knocked that over accidentally. Who's going first?
Can we have Apples check it out first?
We can.
You gotta reach and pull the flap aside
I
a
can
little
only
bit.
get like 100 foot of me being able to walk into him.
Sure. Yeah, he can pop out through the tarp and flutter around a bit. He's not invisible, right? He's just moving around like a bird.
He's an owl, yeah. He can kind of move
Right.
silently and has passive perception on vision. I mean, advantage on vision.
No one notices the owl at first. What you are taking in... yeah, go ahead and give me your... It's all been perception checks. But you don't know specifically what you're looking for yet, or is there something in particular that you're trying to scan around for? I feel like this is just a general. Yes. Give me
It's kind of
a
general.
owl perception check for me.
Uh,
It's not the right key, but that one.
I do not have his thing. Since I'm looking through him, I'm just gonna roll mine. Is that cool?
Yeah, he gives you advantage, right?
Right. I've already clicked that. So he's probably got a better perception than me, but
Okay. Yeah, there's most of this it's like you're not in a space that's busy being stealthy or like a bunch of hidden laser wire traps or anything crazy. You fly out into, it's not a massive warehouse, like it's not the huge expansive spaces that you guys were like moving between in these larger fabrication portions of the factory. You come up to like just a long, wide hallway that is set up to branch off into different workspaces, different smaller shops. The rail kind of runs down the center of it, and you can see where like these crates are kind of stacking up in queue at the end, about I want to say like 150 feet down at the other end of this hallway, which is like basically the end of the hallway itself. It's not just where your vision ends. They're quickly, like everything's being pulled off of them and run on different dollies to various rooms. You see probably half dozen people just in that main hallway, and you pick up there's motion in there's like 3 workshops on either side. So in that half dozen you can also see other people moving about, working at a handful of tables in each space, assembling larger objects. You're not quite sure what it is with that perception roll, but you get the sense that it's a workspace. Everyone's busy, focused on their tasks. This is just another day in their lives, and so far nobody's noticed an owl, but you don't see any daylight. You're definitely in the depths of whatever structure this set of rooms is located in. You don't see any like wide windows or sunlight beaming in anywhere. It's lots of arcane torches, actually.
I'll be relaying what I'm seeing to the group as he's passing over, just kind of whispering what I'm seeing.
There is 2 kind of larger exits at the other end to either side of that central causeway where folks are pulling stuff off the carts. Looks like, as opposed to the kind of open, almost garage door entrances to these 6 workshops, those look like actual, like, larger intentional double doors that probably move into a different kind of space. No change in like the lighting or anything that you can see through them, but that's the only other standout exit. You're not sure from the flight that you took. Ceiling's like maybe 25 feet up in like the highest points. It's not all level, so it's comes down to 15 feet here and there. It's a bit not ramshackle, but like repurposed from whatever it originated as. And I forget if I was going to say anything else. So you've got an unconscious Blaskin, a warged wizard, and the 3 Flint, Gumbo, Lily. Lily's meditating.
Weird. Okay. Well,
Are we underground? Can we tell?
Is that
Or
a
was-
sense? Is that a sense that a deep gnome would have?
You know what? Maybe. But no, like, are the walls stone? Are they wood, metal? Said it was kind of like a tent.
They're an interesting. So no, you are. It's definitely more permanent than a tent. The doorways. Think of like I was trying to come up with like the fantasy version of like those hard plastic like drapes that they have like where the suitcases go through at the airport, like those windbreaks that you have in some like storage docks. So the rest of the structure is a combination of stonework, some wood trusses, some metal sheeting. It looks like it's got layers of age. This is a space that you can clearly tell was not built yesterday, has been lived in for quite a long time, and has just gotten upgrades as seen fit. But you do, if you're not underground, you're at least you're in the equivalent of like the basement where you can walk out into the backyard, but the other side of the building is definitely like dug into the hill.
Mm-hmm.
You're getting that kind of vibe. Like there's not enough airflow for this to be just like bright and up in the sky somewhere.
Okay. So just dimension dooring out might be a bad idea.
The only space you know of right now in any of your, if you were to do a radar sweep, the only part of the map you know even has open space to dimension into is the room ahead of you guys that has the workshops in it. I will also add, when Apples was doing a scan, no real sense of hostility. Like it's a workshop. People are working. It's not Modrons. It was all different manners of humanoid. They didn't look like the ones that you see in the center of the hallway. Nobody looks bloodied. Nobody's carrying like big flashy weapons. Some are carrying kind of interesting looking objects that seem to be being crafted right now.
I mean, what's the worst that happens if we go in there?
They send you back through the portal.
They
Lucky
can
you got
try.
any more of that
Return
invisibility?
defender.
What ability?
You got any more invisibility in the tank?
Let me see. Did I upcast that one to get everybody last time?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it looks like I haven't cast anything except that, unless I didn't mark some off. I've got another 5th level slot open and a 6th, so I can get us all with a 5th again. I think Blaskin was a mouse in the pocket, though, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't think he can be a mouse right now.
Is he conscious or
Nope.
No.
He's stable but unconscious.
Okay, so if you're carrying him like a backpack, he's equipment at the moment. So would he turn invisible?
He's in my arms. He's not a backpack. Nobody's ever been a backpack.
Or make him a backpack. Then he's equipment.
We're really towing the line on objectifying Blaskin here.
We're gonna fold him up
Now
into a
he's
little toy car.
Blaskin, you don't need to breathe, do you?
No.
Okay. Invisibilist.
Yippee!
Okay, that's lesser invisibility or greater invisibility? Sorry, invisibility or greater invisibility?
Lesser.
The lesser is
normal.
implied. Okay. And okay, so you guys, for the purposes of
It's Blaskin's future.
That's only half of Blaskin. It's like the new Predator movie.
Carry him like Chewie carried 3PO.
Yeah.
He's not half of a person.
Yeah. You don't have his legs in another container. Yeah. We'll make this a group. So what's the group's purpose? You're now invisible. What's the plan?
Get outside.
So the only outside you know of is through the doors at the other end of the hallway. So is that step one? Is just get through the workshop concourse to the other side?
Sounds like it.
Yeah. Sneakily.
Jesus, Kate. Oh no!
I don't
all
slip
right.
on banana peels.
Yeah, he's
Not
got
yet.
to be good against banana peels. He summons too many gorillas.
It's true.
That would be a definite workplace hazard. Yeah, then let's go for. Is anybody doing anything else to try to increase your chances of getting through a somewhat active workspace? You got to cover about 150 feet, and you can like if you all pop your heads out, like now that you're invisible, you feel a little safer doing that. There's a lot of cross traffic. There's people working on something in one workspace, which is seems to be specific to like task A, and then they got to carry it across, and then they work on task B. So they're moving to all the different like tool and manufacturing stations. So you got a bit of like a Frogger problem if you just want to go straight through the center. Now, obviously, you aren't blind, so you can move around people. But anything else anybody wants to do to improve your chances of making it through so that no one would ever knew you were here?
Can we
have any
get on the
conscious
conveyor
people
belt?
that can do
So maybe-
pass without trace?
That would work too.
So you could. Let me answer those in sequence. You could get on the conveyor belt. That little roller track does eventually lead back to something that looks like it's manually powered at the other end on this side. Some poor like half orc is over there just kind of in almost a zen state, just kind of moving the crank, jamming out to some music in his head. So they come sliding in off that ramp and then pick back up onto a conveyor. The problem with riding the conveyor is it looks like it very quickly builds up with all the carts that are coming in behind you guys. There's about one every, like, I don't know, 10 seconds comes in to meet up with everything else. And then the other question was, could you use Pass Without Trace, correct?
Yes.
I was just asking if we had
Yes.
anyone conscious that could do it, because I know that's a druids can do that. I didn't know if we had if our ranger could do it or not, or our bard.
I'm sorry, Lucky. I do not know how to sing. I cannot carry a tune. But I can
I don't
cast
remember
Pass
which
Without Trace.
character you are,
He went from one ranger to another ranger.
and then I think I'm thinking of his Friday character. Is that the
Yeah,
bard?
and well, also L was a bard.
L. Ah, yes, good old L.
I said cast, not bleed from the nose and ears and eyes.
Yeah, I cast Pass Without Trace.
Okay, so you've got the +10 to stealth. You're moving through. Let's go ahead and do this.
I'll center myself in the group so that everybody can hopefully stay within 30 feet of me.
Because you are navigating the space, this is half a challenge of avoiding people who don't know you're there, which anyone who's gone shopping at Costco knows is kind of difficult. And then also trying to be stealthy getting through. So if you want to lean more on a dex check or a stealth roll, you can roll either, and we'll go with the results of those. Did I even say that skill correctly? Man, it's better. Yes, okay. It's either a stealth check or a dexterity, which I would let you say acrobatics if you want.
I'm gonna lean stealth, just using my very small stature to get around people easily.
I will do anything but roll stealth for that disadvantage.
I
So
have
just a
stealth
straight
too.
dex.
Yes, I would also say acrobatics in particular would apply here if that gives you any additional.
No, sir. It is all the same.
Then just go for the stealth, or go for the dex. Okay, we got 1 success,
26.
2 success. Oh, that's right. The stealth is going to add. You're going to get a +10 from the
Yeah, don't forget your +10.
Pass Without a Trace.
I guess I don't get that.
Yeah,
Just
that's.
doing-
So if you're leaning into the dex, you're still good. You beat the 15. Lucky, you beat the 15 twice. Lily, would you prefer to roll dex acrobatics or stealth?
I'm going to do the stealth.
Go for it. I think you'd have to
Yeah.
crit fail here to have any kind of impact on the team not getting through. You tried. You tried to crit fail.
I tried as hard as I could. I'm sorry, Brandon.
No, you guys are fine. So, as a kind of awkward invisible group that is also passing without trace, in addition to being invisible, and one thing that helps Flint is that there is just so much manufacturing noise happening around you. All the different tinkering tables, people moving boxes and pulling things on and off the conveyor belt, that any noise that your armor is making in particular just does not stand out to a group of people who aren't expecting anything weird to be happening today. You guys are able to, you kind of, not at a snail's pace, but you're kind of taking your way slowly so that you can, dance around the folks that are not really even looking where they're going because they're just kind of in that flow state with some of their work. But you do get a chance to kind of look around as you're moving through. You see in a couple different places the branding of this place is the Phoenix Manufactorum, Fenix. And a lot of what you see being worked on is, I don't know, who thinks they would have been around any kind of prevalent firearm manufacturer, not even manufacturing, just seen much in the way of firearms in their background.
None of us are.
Would this be
Probably
just
not.
completely alien to everybody?
I'm gonna
I
guess.
would not have.
Yeah, definitely.
I feel like there might have been like some blunderbuss items in Dun Moreau, but I'm not sure. Maybe it was all crossbows.
I mean, I definitely have some experience with fire.
So you guys are this looks to be largely a space that is crafting weaponry, but it's like small scale cannon structure, like they're handheld. The bore on these things is, only like, a couple inches max. Lucky, you do notice that there's quite a bit of kind of arcane instrumentation to some of these. There's a lot of scribed work on a lot of these, the barrels themselves. There's even some like arcane sigils near some of the trigger mechanisms on like the heavier wooden stocks of these things. In addition to some of the different rifles and pistols that are being crafted, you see just like some canisters that are of a couple different like core colors that have like a more simple like tin and alloy cages around them with like dials and configuration settings. Yeah, that's mostly what seems to be on the different workbenches, shelves. Nothing seems particularly roped off. Nobody's wearing massive like blast shields.
Not yet.
Hold on, I wrote a lot of things down, so I just want to make sure that I didn't forget one. Nope.
Now, we didn't say it, so this could be really fun for the DM. How are we staying together? Because we can't see each other either.
I assume we just meet up on the other side of the door.
We're all bumping into each other, knocking each other off the conveyor belt.
So you don't have to move on the conveyor belt. That was one thing I was trying to highlight, is that's actually more risky because there's not a constant source of space on it. Everything kind of slides in and the crates kind of run into each other, and then they're trying to be unloaded as fast as they can at the other end.
Somebody's stopping to look at something, the next person behind them bumps into them, knocks them into someone else, because I didn't know they stopped.
Well, everyone rolled really high on stealth. Or dex. Well,
I'm just
Flint, you want to roll me a quick perception
highlighting
check?
the comical. Roll what?
Flint, can you roll me a quick perception check?
Nope.
Yeah. So, in taking in some of those details as you're moving through, maybe it was just that Smith upbringing where you got a little too lost in watching somebody's process, especially working on something as intricate as one of these rifle type objects. There's a taller half-elven gentleman who has like 4 stacks of just like the rifle bore, whatever you want to call that tube that makes up the actual barrel. There we go. Just some stacks of barrels themselves that haven't really been inscribed yet. Ends up backing like straight into you, to your side, which then kind of knocks you off your feet. You don't go like prone, but you get bumped out of the way. All his stuff goes falling down, and he immediately just spins around and has no fucking clue what he just ran into, because it's an open floor space for like 5 feet radius around him. couple people kind of set down what they were working on and look over. Evan, you need a break? I think so. I'll yeah, sorry. And then just starts like collecting everything up. Still just looking around real confused. Like, did you dismiss or cast invisibility on apples?
Probably not. Probably
Where do you think
about
he'd
it.
be right now?
I'm gonna roll
Like when you've done
percentile.
scouting with him.
I'm gonna roll percentile. A 1 to 50. I thought about that and put him in his dimensional pocket.
Mhm.
If I above that, I just have him flying above us, trying to. Where once in a while I'll just stop for a moment to look in through his eyes to kind of look ahead.
Okay.
So yeah, he's above us scouting.
Being quite as alerted now to like knocking Evan here out of his reverie of his daily work, does like takes a second and looks up. What the fuck? I don't think Evan has seen an owl.
Now, do I notice him noticing it?
Yeah, he's the only one talking near your group, and he just got everybody's attention by dropping all of these barrels right onto the floor.
If I
Guys,
see
do we even
this-
have windows?
If other people besides him start looking up, I see them start to turn their heads, I'm gonna recall him to his pocket. So he just
Does he
looks
just kinda-
crazy. But if nobody else is looking up, I'm not gonna worry about it.
Well, so there were already two people kind of looking over at him, like, what the fuck? So he's starting to pick things up, and then, has been looking around, looks up. There's definitely, like, people are going to start to follow his gaze.
Okay, then I'll just recall him.
Ah! I think I really do need a break. He stops cleaning everything up and just makes a beeline for the doors that you guys are headed towards.
Just kind of.
All right, Apples is away.
Yeah, I'm like, should have thought about that.
Flint, you have effectively dusted yourself off from the rude intrusion to your personal space. Definitely personal. And yeah, other than that, I think that's the only, unless there's anything on the way that if you want to branch off from the exit, that's its own thing. But if you're just making your way to the end, then go for it. Then you're good.
We're making our way downtown.
Making our way downtown.
Walking slowly, but faces still pass. Yeah, then you reach the end of the workshop spaces. Outside of this, it looks like there's just a single. Yeah, it would make sense. There's a single room with like a spiral staircase that goes up to the next floor. Along that, looks like there's some track to move the same size carts kind of up outside the spiral of the stairwell, so that you could have something kind of move along with you. So the only way out from here looks to be up. Everybody heading up the stairs?
Probably.
All right. Okay, you reach the top of the stairs. It's you come to a floor where you do see at the other end of this is a long hallway, not as long as the workshop space you were in downstairs, and this one is mostly closed compared to all of kind of the open work bays down there. But you do see doors that are all shut off to either side. It's maybe 10 feet wide in this space, but looks like it might get maybe some customer visits, as it seems to be decorated, whereas the space downstairs was fully utilitarian. There's some plants in pots next to some benches. There's you can see from just when you reach the top of the stairs, just like a bulletin board down about halfway down the hallway. Looks like it's next to one or two of these closed doors. And then at the other end, you see like a more open room that definitely has some daylight streaming into it from a space you can't quite tell yet because it's just further down there. You also see Evan is most of the way down that hall. It looks like he's probably on his way out for a smoke break or something.
Yeah, he could really use a break. He's seen stuff. He works too hard.
Not a lot of ventilation down there.
I'd love to go take a peek and see what's on that bulletin board. Take a slight detour.
Well, it's on the linear path out, thankfully. So you can, as you guys head down the hallway, you can hear activity happening in some of these rooms off to the sides, but all the doors are closed. There's different individual, it looks like personnel names are on some of these, and each one is also labeled underneath the name placard R&D. But you make it to, when you go check out the bulletin board, there's, it looks like a sign-in sheet is in the middle. And there's a couple different names on there that just have, clock in, clock out. It looks like for today, everyone except two individuals have their sign-in time, and like 2 of the 5 that have signed in looks like they have a sign out, so they're probably either taking a break or they only work for what looks like 4 hours. And then next to the... I'm getting ahead of myself. Next to the sign-in sheet, there is a kind of hastily filled out note that looks to be signed by Calix Bertrand, who you see is also on the sign-in sheet, who is not currently out on a lunch break, that's complaining about someone having taken his set of like fine calipers and measuring devices. And then the only other thing that stands out to you is that it seems to be, he seems to have taken some form of personal affront. Like, this isn't the first time people have been making his life harder, because there's mention to the effect of, like, I know none of you believe in my Void Shop project, but I swear this is going to put us on the map. And I need those tools. Otherwise, I'm going to blow us all up. Not like they took my stapler, I'm going to blow us all up.
I need those to do actual work.
I need my calipers.
All right, I'm going to hit 5.
Is Evan signed in? What's his name?
You just heard Evan. There is no Evan signed in, but based on the count of people that were downstairs and the number of people on this sign-in sheet, you don't think that the guys in the workshop downstairs actually use this sheet.
Okay.
This seems to, the scale of this paperwork looks like it matches more to the number of doors in the hallway you're currently in.
I see. There's a very grumpy pencil pusher in here somewhere named Bertrand. Interesting. Onwards.
I'd love to get to know him, but we have other problems.
Well, his is the next name placard on the series of doors down the hallway.
I see. Guys, I know we're trying to get out of here, but I just take a little peek in there.
You think you can fix Blasket?
Hey, thank you for the follow.
I want his measuring devices. That sounds really cool.
Hold
No wonder
on.
somebody took them.
You want to fuck with him more?
Yeah.
No, pass.
Is that so wrong?
Yes, that's wrong.
Oh. Okay. He hears the door. He hears the doorknob turn
What?
So
because he can't see me.
if so, you find a door that's the next one down the hall that is labeled Calix Bertrand R&D. You don't hear anything happening inside. It sounds just like dead quiet in there.
Gumbo.
Is there like a little window I can look through on the door?
You can. So the door's not locked. The door's not locked. It doesn't have a bunch of bells on it. If you can effectively like pry it open a little bit to get a peek inside.
Yeah, I want a little peek in there.
Gumbo. Gumbo,
So
stop it.
what you can see. This is why you roll low on stealth checks. It's always yelling at Gumbo. What you can see through that little crack in the door is it looks like the chair to the workbench has been kind of scooted back, and there's nobody currently sitting in it. There isn't a dead body with feet sticking out from behind the corner. But on the workbench itself, you see what looks like, like the metal compass that you can use for like geometric drawings.
Yeah.
You see like a much finer, like more like intricate, way more knobs, and there's like some lenses that hang off the side. Something like that is kind of propped in its own little cradle on the desk. And the only other thing you can see on the desk, just because it is so prominent, is a very fancy looking pistol in its own cradle, right next to the tool.
I don't know what that thing is, but I really want to put it in my pocket.
Gumbo. Gumbo. You knock it off. Don't you go in there.
Gumbo, can you roll me a perception check?
Yeah, of course.
Or do you want to use your devil's sight?
Well, Devil's Sight is always on.
It's always on?
Do you mean the ghostly gaze?
Yeah,
Wait,
that's like
hold
a
on.
patron gift kind of thing.
Devil's Sight is dark vision. Ghostly gaze is see-through walls.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I always confuse the two. I'm like, how do you get around if you're constantly in X-ray?
No, I already used that today.
Okay. Okay, perception check. You don't even hear snoring in here. Like, it sounds like it's empty. You also, like, looking up and down the hall, with that perception check, you see that one of the first doors you passed when you guys came to the top of the stairs looks like it was marked as a restroom. So back of the napkin math, you think you've got enough time if you want to pop in here and try to take something.
Gumbo.
Which one interests me more? Is the device small enough? Or is it kind of big?
It's a pistol. I mean, you're a small individual. So there's always a bit of a scale question, but this is not like I'm gonna have to sling this over my shoulder. It's not so much volume. They're right next to each other. If you wanted to take both, you could.
What was the other thing again? Like an instrument?
So there's it's his instrumentation. It looks it's a very intricate set of fine calipers that seem to have some kind of arcane or at least incredibly detailed mechanical purpose for what he's been working on. And then there's this definitely arcane influenced, very masterwork, complicated pistol.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I'm
I gotta
gonna pocket the
take
gun.
these dogs out. They won't leave me alone.
I'm taking that gun.
You're taking a gun?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll me no.
If this is the thing that screws over Iggy's relationship with these people, I will give him the gun.
Yeah, I don't think you can really undo that.
So you grab the gun. There is, like, so it's sitting in its own little like fancy, like he actually took the time to build like a little wooden base and the two kind of metal arms that this gun rests in. This looks like it's giving vibes of, oh, this is my prototype, this is my baby. I need to show it off. When I take it into a room to tell people about it, it needs to look super fancy. There is a like set of notes, like in like a 4x6 piece of parchment that is also sitting on the base of the gun. That I'm just gonna say, for the purposes of understanding anything about what you just grabbed, you don't recognize the language they're written in, but you just grabbed that too.
Awesome.
Gumbo,
Sorry, I didn't touch anything.
you fucking liar!
As you scoot back out, and you quietly close the door, you do see somebody coming out from the restroom at the end of the hall.
Okay, we should really hurry.
We skedaddle.
So you guys skedaddle. Does anybody else want any other little side rooms to get yourselves in trouble before you make it to the exit?
Absolutely not.
Right on. You get to the end of the hall. You see some of the light is coming from what seems to be like a half floor up balcony, where it looks like Evan is busy taking his smoke break and looking out over more of a busy exterior. It's still lit somewhat the same way, although you can tell that there is some daylight coming down from above. It does clearly seem to be coming like from way above. It isn't just like, you can't see blue sky out this window. You just see a lot of other structures. But then there is more of a fancified main entrance, set of double doors that are kind of in line with the hallway you're coming into. And as the room that you reach at the end of this hallway is more of a rotunda. There's a hall that goes off to the left from where you are that has a handful of open and closed doors, but it's a similar structure to the one you just came through. So more offices is your best guess, whether they're clerical or research or torture rooms, and you don't know. But the intuitive, clear exit is straight ahead, which you do believe, based on somebody else coming back in those doors right around now. Sounds like it's just more general bustle of town or city, some industrial bent to it, but more population in that direction. Possibly crowds to get yourselves lost in.
Excellent.
I say we go through those doors.
All right, everybody bundles out through the doors. You have made your way out of the Phoenix Manufactorum. If you turn around and look, there is a much larger label over the doors with that same name. And you can still see Evan up on the half balcony, calming his nerves, muttering about some kind of weird feathery bat creature. And you, more than anything, you notice just how vertical this town is. As you look around, you see your senses gather just the growing number of people. There's still kind of a cloying, almost metallic taste to the air. It seems like you're at a very low level of this city, which is definitely a city based on what you're taking in. There's a lot of other industrial or labor-intensive operations happening in your kind of near view. You can see, one or two other like storefront, kind of like the manufactorum behind you, where it's giving a sense of, hey, come do business here. Others, like, there's no sign at all. It's just there's people working. There's blacksmiths. There's some. It's just the only thing that came to mind. Lots of people doing lots of hands-on, nitty-gritty work, and
Lots of people doing lots of things.
yeah, but not like in a fancy like high street way. Like, this is still very. It's kind of got vibes of like Guts of the Machine, and it smells like it's in the Guts of the Machine. And as you look up, it's just a dizzying height of, you see bridges that cross the space. You see aerial carts, some kind of like, it's like the carriage, it's missing the horse, and it's just kind of on its own trajectory, crossing like much higher up in the sky. You do see filtering through like some actual sky up there in between the clouds. It seems like there's even some layers of clouds in the city, like between layers of building. Like, it just, this stacks so high, and you quickly lose, like, you're not sure how far the city goes. You just know you're at ground level of what is thousands of feet of city built above you. And on that note, I'm going to be right back because I'm going to get some new coffee and hit the bathroom real fast. So,
Okay.
take it.
I don't think I'm going to like it up there.
Hey guys, look at this really cool magic item that I definitely found on the ground.
Oh my god, Gumbo, what did you steal?
It's some magic item. I don't know what it is. It looks cool.
So, you stole it for what purpose?
I found it.
You are so...
I don't know what came over me, but I put it in my pocket and I don't know why.
You little deep gnome. You scoundrel.
Only a little bit. As a treat.
I say we find the nearest watering hole and maybe find a place to fix Blaskin.
I agree.
I really don't have a better way of getting a lead than going to a bar. I'm not sure where else to go.
We are here for an item, yes?
Yes.
And that item was not in a hole. Or was it?
Which piece was it?
Eberron in a large-scale war. Footprint of a small town in the middle of a battlefield and moving. So we have to find a battlefield.
The whole planet's at war, so
I don't think it's in the hole. Yeah, that's not a whole lot to go off of.
Ooh-ha.
Welcome
All right,
back.
Are we all here? Was it just me?
just you. Unless
Cool.
somebody didn't say something.
No, that's fine. So you guys are in a brand new space. You're still invisible, to my knowledge. Let's just kind of go
That one, I
around.
think, is think it's an hour. Let me double check.
Yeah, regular invisibility is an hour. Greater
Yeah.
invisibility is you better be on battle time. So I'm just gonna go down the list because I'm gonna get one from each one of you. Lucky, you've been in some, like, you grew up in a pretty big city.
Yep.
And you've been in some others. You guys have all been in Sigil for a little bit. What do you think is the first thing in this metropolitan space that's going to catch Lucky's eye as you guys kind of bust out and just start taking everything in?
A sausage shop.
The sausage. Yeah, say sausage market.
In this case, it's going to be a sausage cart that's got a whole bunch of like really long skewers sticking out almost like a palisade wall from like the customer side, that's got like just roped sausage links, and they're varied colors and girths.
Brandon, are you telling me there's a variety of sausage girths?
You know, in a way that really stands out. Not like, oh yeah, all sausages aren't going to be exactly the same size. We're talking like the width of your like arm in one case.
Damn.
Well, considering I grew up on the streets and I learned how to survive, and even though I'm a wizard by class, I still have sleight of hand trained, and I may have to pocket some pocket sausages.
That's not considered an attack, so you taking something from the cart would leave you invisible, correct?
Yeah, I would think so. That's your call as the DM. I'm not attacking anything, just picking something up.
Yeah. Sure. Go ahead and give me a sleight of hand roll on that one. Oh, buddy. I think you get to re-roll once, don't you?
It should automatically do it.
Oh, it did.
It's a 2.
It's a 2.
Yeah, but I have a modifier, so that should be an 8.
Yes, it is an 8. Just
And
love
if
it.
and anybody that starts to notice me is going to get a 2 for their. If I happen to start to
okay,
get
so
caught.
the cart owner, which I think you were focused on the prize, and hadn't quite factored in that some of the wood paneling to the back of this cart is actually the Warforged standing behind it, which then you note, like, as you're kind of tugging on this larger sausage. Wow, let's just clip that one
It
right
was
there.
attached to him. Oops.
As you're trying to make off with one of these, and it was not as easy to just slide off of the skewer as you thought. That kind of shakes everything around it, and he looks down. I assume that your important die is going to obscure his perception.
He can roll. He may fail naturally. If he doesn't, he will fail by fate.
He beat you by 1.
No, he did not. Damn it.
Well, here's the problem. He rolled a 3, which beats you by 1. So if you make it a 2, are you guys still gonna meet?
Well, typically tie goes to players,
Oh,
but your DM is your call how you want to play that.
that's okay. So it's not like a spell DC. It was your sleight of hand against his perception, which that would be more of a roll off. I'm gonna say that in this case, because of the effect, so it does take your portent dice to bring it back down to the contested roll, and in which case he goes to kind of reach out to stabilize it, which jostles the cart even more and makes everything else shake. And so then the reasoning there just becomes, oh shit, I must have bumped into it. But you don't currently have any new pocket sausage.
Damn it.
All right, we'll get back to Lucky. Flint, what do you think is the first thing that Flint would notice in this city? and you do have a bit of a brush to paint with. So if there's something that you would prefer to see, or just like for Flint's character to have in the background.
Well, I mean, I definitely would have my eye caught by, intricate armor and weapons, or, a really nice bar. I'm also probably looking out for, anything that looks like it might be able to fix Blaskin. I'm still carrying my buddy in my arms.
Yes, which thankfully nobody can see at the moment. You find a combination of some of those in that you see a pair of Warforged that both have, I wouldn't say intricate, but it's the closest to what you were describing, in that they both have like a large, like a maul or long hammer on their backs, like one each. So the other thing that stands out there is that they both seem to have like on the back of their left shoulder, there's a painted mark. From what you can tell, actually to you, it's not going to stand out right away. It just looks like a trio of like rectangular towers, like if you were to draw it in chalk. But it's just they both seem to have the same intentional mark on the back of their left shoulder, and then they both seem to be strapped for. These are not work hammers. These are
Warhammers.
Getting business done hammers, yes. And they seem to have their head on a bit of a swivel, like they're walking with some bravado, and they're just scanning the crowd around.
I wonder if they can see us. How long are we invisible for? Is it an hour?
Yeah, up to an hour.
Okay.
Well, here's the next thing. When invisibility is cast on someone and you can see invisible, is there anything that gives away that they're invisible and you're seeing something visible, or did it just look normal? That if they saw us, they don't know we're invisible because they can just see us? Or is there like a light glow to us saying, hey, they've got a spell on?
Yeah, it's different than like, oh, yeah, we're not going to have like the sitcom, I see ghosts and I think they're real people, but other people don't see the same person in front of me. Like, you're under the effect of a spell, which is affecting everyone's vision around you. So I think someone who can see invisibility isn't just plagued with, I see 10 extra people in the room at all times. It's like they'd be like, oh, I can see the glow of the stuff under my black light that other people just don't have on. So you would stand out as invisible people if they could see invisibility.
That's mainly what I was curious about, because it'd be kind of funny. It's like, well, we're invisible, but you see invisible, so you don't know that we're invisible because you see us normally.
Okay, so Flint, they're on your radar. They popped for a couple of reasons. One, weaponry. Two, other Blaskins. Maybe they know how to wake him back up. Three, members of some kind of group. Gumbo, what do you think would catch your deep gnome radar in such a busy city with so many different potential things out and about?
I'm gonna give this a 50-50. Low 50, it's like an open grocery market. High 50, it's something geology related. Okay, so I probably get stuck on this like open grocery market full of things I've never seen before and all sorts of whatever food they might have this deep underground, that sort of thing.
So I wouldn't necessarily say it's kind of throwing your radar off. You're not deep underground. Like, you came up a floor from where you were in the Manufactorum. From what you can tell, you're on ground level, but now the city has been built way beyond you.
Okay.
So you're outside, quote unquote, but
Okay.
it's like you're in the deepest possible canyon because there's just urban development for thousands of feet up. But yeah, there's it's not that far away. It's maybe like 80 to 100 feet off from where you guys started, or even closer if that works better for the narrative there. That, you know, it's, again, this feels like kind of, you're getting some slum vibes from the quality of life at this tier, and so it's not like, it's not the highest quality produce, like it's not everything like looking exactly like, it's all like the ugly foods and fruits, and like haven't really been, like, they've been picked over somewhere else, or it was all they could get. But yeah, it's a good like dozen different low crates, and then just one kind of rotund dragonborn female is just kind of scanning over everything, you know, calling out prices when somebody holds something up, and, you know, offering deals here and there.
2 questions.
Can't see you, sure.
Are they speaking common, and do we have the same currency?
They are speaking common, among a couple other languages. She seems to be swapping between a few, but you do catch, you know, several different like interchanges in common there. I don't know on the currency, honestly, because you guys have been several places, and in a city like Sigil, nobody's minting specific coins for the city. So it's really been more about, is this gold still gold? Is this silver? Like, you do know that in your just activity across the multiverse, those same elements exist
Okay.
everywhere you've gone.
I'm going to uninvisible myself by casting a cantrip.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast guidance on myself, and I'm gonna pick out a few interesting looking fruits and vegetables. How much for these?
Those 3 together, I don't know. What was I charging like 4 copper.
Okay. I'll toss a silver over and get a few more.
A pleasure doing business with you, little miss.
Thank you much.
You have
carry on.
You have a melange of veggies. Kind of look like veggies. You can tell some are like tubers. Some were growing on like plants above ground. There's a cluster that you thought were berries that seemed to be more like tomatoes, but they were, you know, like deep blue. And then one, envision, it was this one caught your eye just because it was such a different shape than everything else. You know, most of it was like, you know, off-size spheres. But these were like 2 foot long. It's like a, what was that? I forget the Pokemon that has the leak. Is it a Psyduck that has a leak? No. What am I thinking of?
Farfetch'd.
Yes.
Farfetch'd.
So it's like a really long leak, but it's a rainbow of colors, one on each kind of stalk that makes up that kind of condensed cluster.
I'm gonna make soup out of this.
So Gumbo is now visible, but you probably blend in the best because now you've got veggies from the local market in your hands. And a pistol sticking out your nose. I assume you have you've got a pack or something you could put that in.
Oh yeah.
Do you know how to turn the safety on?
I don't know what this is, man.
What's the safety?
Never seen a gun before.
Lily,
We're gonna
what
hit
do you
that
think?
classic movie scene where somebody points a gun at the other person's not intimidated. Like, you're supposed to be scared of me. It's like, you forgot to turn the safety off. There's a little like lever on the side. Okay, there you go. All right, now I'm a little scared.
What do you think what's something that caught Lily's eye as you guys burst out the doors and now you have a whole city vista in front and mostly above you?
you hear snoring coming from Lily?
She's not muted. Nick,
He's dead.
I swear, if I don't throw that guy into a combat in the first 10 minutes, this is his quiet quitting.
He's out. Rip.
Oh my god.
Did you go check on him?
That dude's
Yeah.
an old man now.
They did promote him at work. Now he's got more stresses. And he even showed up early. Oh, he is an old man, damn. All right, so we won't ask that of Lily right now. Lily's just gonna meditate. So Lucky, lucked out on stealing sausage. Are you leaving it at that? Are you gonna come back to the group? You see that Gumbo is visible.
I'll head toward.
And-
She's got food too, so I'm heading towards Gumbo. Of course, I can't
Okay.
see anybody else. So
Yep. Flint, you spotted those guys. You have Blaskin in your arms. Gumbo, we just heard from. Blaskin's still unconscious. So I guess that's everybody.
Well,
At this point, I kind of hope I'm kind of thinking that the group mostly just hopes I'm alive because I really haven't had any signs of life.
you've been a great dead body. Perfectly still.
Let me see something. Actions. Oh, you don't mark them. How are we? Are you keeping track of spell slots, Flint? Did you just not cast any spells in the way through the factory?
I don't think I cast anything.
Okay. There's no such thing as. All right, let me see something real fast. Ooh, snap. Yeah. You're holding on to Blaskin.
Yep.
All right, let's see. You got. Okay. Well, that's not horrible, at least. That's gonna be. Yeah, that could have been worse. You take 4 psychic damage as you feel like this intense kind of electric, almost burn hit everywhere that you're touching Blaskin right now. Blaskin, you gain 4 hit points more than what you currently have, and you come back awake. Oh, Flint, mark off a first level spell slot.
Nick's typing. Oh, he's out. Night, bro.
Night, dudes.
As soon as I wake up, I loudly proclaim, What's going on? Where am I? What?
You can't see.
What's happening right now?
Yeah, you can't see who's holding you.
Or you're just floating in air in a cradled position.
Unless Flint dropped you after you burned him.
No, I'm still holding him.
Am I a backpack?
No, you're in my arm. What is going on, Blaskin?
You're asking me what's going on. I have no idea.
Are you hurt?
Is this what a migraine feels like?
How is it different every time?
Oh, there's got to be some button involved.
Flint, is that you? I can't see you. Am I dead?
We made it out of the factory. I carried you.
I'd like to think that effect is your like inner monologue to yourself.
He's
It's
switching
actually-
between voice filters.
Sorry, that one was louder than I thought it was gonna be. That was my B.
It's okay. You're a little fragmented.
I don't remember very much. We went through the portal and, I think I exploded? Am I in pieces? I can't seem to move very well.
No, you stayed together.
How come I can't see you? Are you dead?
We're invisible.
Not being super stealthy either.
I imagine all the people walking by looking like, who the hell said that?
Wait, why are we invisible?
You do see Gumbo walking around with some vegetables.
And at that point,
I'm like
you
trying to look around for you guys, but I lost you because I lagged behind a little bit.
at that point, as you're
Gumbo,
looking
over
over,
here.
you see Gumbo. You see Lucky just appear, but just before that, you feel like somebody touch your arm, Gumbo. And then I appear. I'm like, oh, where'd you get the veggies?
Oh, it's just you. There was this nice little market.
Yeah, I tried
some
to get
cool-looking stuff.
sausages, but almost got busted.
By get, you mean like you just put them in your pocket?
The pocket sausages. I was just going to I look around like acquire some.
You were stealing sausages from the very small
to think of
subset
it more
of
as a
people
sample.
who like sausages as much as you do?
I like to think of it as a sample, and then I'd go
That's
back
an
later and buy
assumption,
some.
Gumbo.
You could have asked for a sample.
I was invisible. It would be kind
Yeah,
of.
you know what? No, I have no right to complain about stealing. You want to see this cool thing I found?
What is that?
I don't know. It's like a magic sort of.
So you're just waving around a Glock in the street now?
No, I'm showing him inside my bag. Just peeking inside my bag.
Like a picture, like, oh, what does that do? And I accidentally pull the trigger and like blow a hole through her bag.
I've got
Is
this
it-
vision in my head of the camera being behind the vendor from Resident Evil 4, and so like Gumbo's just got like her cloak open.
Is it some kind of wand?
I don't know. Maybe.
Whoa, Flint, check it out. Gumbo's got a gat.
Oh, she's stealing things.
Do you think she stole it using the gat? Like she held him up?
No.
Blaskin, you're you would. Do you think that the ship that you were working on when everybody met you? Do you think they had any kind of like blunderbuss or simple firearms?
I always imagined the captain had a flintlock.
I feel like somebody did.
So-
So you're probably the only one that was a bit more like. Everyone else is like, wow, I'm not sure what any of these things are that they make, but they kind of look like small cannons. And you're like, yeah, that's definitely a gun.
You are objectively correct. That is a small cannon. By all definitions, that is a small cannon. But yeah, I like whoa, Flint! Gumbo's got a gat! Gumbo with a gun!
I can no longer rest easy.
Okay, so now that you're conscious and you're trying to look around, even though you know Flint's there, but you can't see him, so you're just kind of looking straight through him. You recognize Gumbo talking to Lucky. Did you turn it visible, or are you just talking to her?
No, I came visible. I
Okay,
dropped mine.
so you can
So
you see
when I
Lucky and
become-
Gumbo.
when I actually become conscious, wouldn't I stop being invisible? I'm no longer like equipment.
You're not I just
We
I,
did not make you invisible as equipment.
yeah, he made you invisible
Okay.
at some point. But sorry, I forget where I was going there. You see Gumbo and Lucky talking. You know Flint's holding on to you. Lily is meditating somewhere. But with all of this cityscape around you, what do you think is something that would catch Blaskin? What's something in that vista that maybe stands out to Blaskin first as he's like just assaulted with all the new information visually? What do you think his eyes kind of come to rest on?
I would say architecture.
So it's pretty easy from your perspective because you're still looking up a bit, like he's got you in his arms. The city just soars above you. You see crisscrosses of bridges. You see the air taxis moving around. You see some folks that seem to have like a backpack. Oh, there's the backpack again. That is some sort of propulsion system that's moving them from like one building to another, and then layers of clouds that obscure some of the higher structures. But it is just complex, dense, layered city of different ages, different materials. It's more intentional than some of the chaos of Sigil that you guys have been getting used to. It's less patchwork and more just like onion layers. Like as people have needed to, they've just put new stuff on top of the existing stuff.
Wow, this place looks really complicated. I wonder what the logistics like are here.
Do you think they have pirates and traders?
Everywhere has pirates.
Gumbo, you can't even hear me. Get out of here.
She's veggie blind. I can make this, and I have no idea what this
I can
does.
only hear the vegetables right now.
They're whispering their secrets. What recipes will you become?
Flynn, what's going on? Like, why are we... How long was I out?
Was that to Flint?
Yeah. Garrett?
He's thinking. Scrolling backwards. 22
Sorry.
minutes.
What was that?
When was I out?
Less than an hour.
Oh, I don't think I've ever been unconscious before. Except that time I almost died.
You think that guy that made you French is here?
I don't know, maybe. It'd be cool to find him, though. Every other Warforged we've ever seen isn't really like me.
Do you remember his name?
No.
Well, do you still have that memory embedded in there somewhere?
Let me think about it. Do I have that memory in there, Brandon?
I don't think you necessarily have files. I do know that I asked you about this offline and neither of us could find the notes. I have a new...
I'm sorry, Flint. The only French thing I remember is joie de vivre.
What is French?
You said it before me.
You aren't hearing that particular dialect in any of the crowd around you.
How many Warforged are in the crowd?
Off the top of your scan, you see the two that Flint noticed. There's also another one running the sausage cart.
Also, Flint, can you put me down? I think my legs are working again.
I hope so.
Puts him down and they're not, and he just falls.
Oh, you stole my joke. You ruined it, Bradley.
You're welcome.
I was gonna do exactly that. It's like Flint tries to put me down and I just crumple onto the ground. Now the joke's ruined. I can't do it.
So you're gonna stand up?
Yeah.
Shame.
Would he recognize those two more military-looking dudes as anything specific, like part of a group or anything? Would he have memory of such?
Nope.
They certainly look like Warforged.
I mean, maybe we could ask those two gentlemanly-looking folk over there.
I'm gonna let you handle that.
I'm not going to go do that alone.
I'm very scared.
He definitely needs to have his.
Do you want me to hold your hand?
His voice
Yes.
transmitter repaired.
Yeah, it does sound like there's something just kind of...
A little wrong with my voice.
It's puberty. His
Right.
voice is cracking.
Did I hear a niner in there?
What's a niner?
10-4, good buddy.
Blaskin, if you
12,
can you jump up and down? Maybe you can hear some like bolts rattling around in there.
I jump up once, and as soon as I hit the ground, I haven't restored full functionality of my legs, and I fall.
Ooh.
Ow.
Sorry for suggesting that. Are you okay?
I still have a
I just heard the
migraine
CPU
too.
fan snap up. And
I think I'm just gonna lay on the ground for a little bit, okay?
I can make
I
you
feel better right here, right now.
I can help you feel better. Hold on. Cast mending again.
Ooh. It's a 5d8 plus 5.
1 minute passes. Bam.
Wow.
Okay, that puts me back to full.
Yeah, you're looking pretty solid there.
Oh. For the first time anyone has ever seen, the mouthpiece on Blaskin opens up, and I cough up a couple of nuts. Oh, I feel much better now.
I hope you didn't need those.
What, you mean
Need what?
D's?
Do you need those?
These nuts. His voice is a lot higher now too.
Hey!
Huh. So, this is Eberron, huh? It looks pretty cool. The buildings are huge. They must have a thriving society.
Well, I mean, if war is their business,
Wait, war is their business? I feel like I'm missing context.
I mean, don't we know that this place is already like at war?
So, you know that the space. No, what are we pulling from here? Part of your knowledge has to do with the scan that was done back at the Gray Circle, which showed the location of the artifact that you're hunting for in a large war-torn area. There's also the knowledge of portals being restricted and dangerous because there was so much arcane warfare that had occurred. That doesn't necessarily mean the whole planet. I mean, that's up to your assumptions as a character, but that doesn't necessarily imply that the whole planet just lives for war. Now, I say that, and then the way that you got here was through a weapons manufacturer, so...
Well, someone has to make the weapons for war.
Oh. I was kind of hoping that wasn't the case. I may have been huffing a bit of hopium on that one.
Now, looking around in the city right now, this doesn't look like the general, bustle has similar vibes to where you guys have been set up and traversing around in Sigil. It's a living, active city. This isn't, people aren't quickly moving from building to building, staying out of sight, or, looking particularly haggard, starved, beaten up. You see, it's not just women and children. So it's just kind of, you haven't quite figured out the vibe entirely. All that you're getting in this space right now is a bit of squalor, a bit of low rent, and lots of industry.
This is just the place that makes the guns.
Oh.
They don't use them.
Do we have a way to track down the thing we're here for? That just hit me.
Not really.
Oh. Well, you know what? Maybe we should, settle in and get to know the local populace and not leave immediately.
I mean, we've narrowed it down to a planet,
use-
so
Gumbo as a dowsing rod.
Do those work?
Yes.
Okay. I've never used them before. But I was also on a ship, and they tell me that dowsing rods don't really work on those very much.
I mean, water's everywhere.
they always find water.
Yep.
You could just kind of point in a direction. Correct.
It's like having a compass at the North and South Pole.
Well,
So, maybe we should, go, spend a couple of months here and get to know everything and maybe, all that
Months?
other stuff. Yeah,
let's go to a bar. Yeah, everybody.
Yeah,
I would
we're
love
looking for
a small
battlefield,
rest.
right?
I guess we can go to a bar.
And you could. Sorry, what was the question about Battlefield?
So that's what we're looking for is a battlefield, right? We can ask around about that. Or
Yes.
do we have any idea how old the battlefield is?
Nope.
So you could also check a library, see if historical battles. If it's something old.
Go outside.
So the scry you did through that massive construct back in Sigil, that was all implied to be live. So if it's on a battlefield, it's an active battlefield.
Yeah, library won't help there then.
Yeah, someone who's fighting in the battle has our item. So I think we're gonna go get messy eventually here.
So you
For
certainly
now,
got some
would love a bar, would love a small rest.
some threads to look up. Okay. Just thinking if any of these things line up, or if any of the things you have or haven't done are going to change what was already written down.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna cast non-detection on my gun.
For those
For
at
safety.
home who don't know what that spell does, is this how you lose it and never find it again?
Well, it's how I get away with crime for now.
For the duration, you
for-
hide a target for divination magic, and your willing creature can't be targeted by divination or perceived through magical scrying sensors. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
so you
People can't magically scry or track it, basically.
sweet, you masked it for the next 8 hours.
Yeah.
Got it. And this is not concentration.
Nope.
Nice. Yeah, if I had that spell, I'd just lose everything. Where did I put my keys? I didn't want somebody to find them, but I did want me to find them.
cast it on my mind.
Okay, so how do you guys want to go about finding a bar? Stumble until you see drinks? Ask around? Is everybody visible again? Flint and Blaskin have the potential to not be visible still.
Correct. I mean, if we're at a kind of a market area, just somebody who looks nice, and everybody say, "Hey, excuse me, where's one of the good local bars, or an inn with a good ale on tap?"
And I think it's just Lucky and I still that are visible.
Not from around. Not many folks in Blackbones that aren't local. Assume you are visitors.
Yeah, we just arrived a little bit ago. Been traveling.
Yeah, I don't know that you're gonna like most of the bars down here, just because they're pretty local watering holes. You could try the Red Hammer Inn though. They seem a bit more open to all types.
Yeah, appreciate it very much.
No problem. Welcome to Sharn.
Darn. What do you think he meant by that? Open to all types.
Probably only like locals, people they know. Outsiders probably get scorned, shunned, messed with. Do we see any other like halflings or gnomes, any kindred type people? Or
Oh
is
yeah,
this predominantly humid, or-
it's all types. No, it's all types. There's sorry, I should say. No, where you're at right now, it's almost like less humans than you would expect, but just a very widespread of. There's even some goblinoid that are running amok on errands, doing some shopping, haggling.
I can't believe
but-
them nasty bugs in here. So maybe we
Common
don't say
racism.
anything about being outside of town or anything.
Yeah, maybe just say like we're refugees from the war. I think that's probably pretty common.
Yeah, but what if somebody asks us about the war and where we're from, and we don't know where the hell we're from?
We all have amnesia.
Right.
Are there a lot of Warforged walking around?
They make up about a little less than a third.
Okay.
I like to imagine Blaskin actually doesn't want to talk to any of them because he's too nervous.
Oh, he's shy.
Are
Like,
you in
I don't know what to say. I don't know anything about their culture.
Are you in Flint staying invisible, or are you going to be?
I'm gonna be visible. I'm gonna uninvis myself for sure. I'm just not approaching to speak to anyone.
Okay.
I see Garrett's lighting up, but we're not hearing you.
Oh, but
There we
Definitely
go.
not.
No, that was like a Pepsi can.
I think
Yeah, that
that's
was
just
my
the background noise.
Yeah.
I'll take a slip.
That's his
got
push to
let
talk
back
button.
in.
So yeah,
Hey.
he gives you some rudimentary directions to a place called the Red Hammer Inn. The short, scant directions that he gives you lets you know a couple things. You're in a city called Sharn, and the section that you're in right now is called the Cogs. The Cogs is broken up into a couple different areas. This area is known as Blackbones. So you easy enough to follow the directions over to Red Hammer. Okay, Nothing super exciting happens on the way there. When you reach the location, you all head inside. There's a couple things that stand out. One, there's two proprietors at the kind of central. It's like a two-tier bar, so you got like a circular or mostly circular bar area in the center that's serving like 270 degrees, and then like there's a hearth behind it, and some shelves and things. That then has a much wider circle makes up all of the table space, and there's a set of stairs that go up to a series of rooms on the second floor, kind of in a back arc of the whole bar. The two proprietors, or the two bartenders, at least that you can see, are both. Wow, I can't believe I blanked that one. Warforged. And the bar itself, like the clientele, it's not super packed, but there's a fair number of tables that are full, and some 1 and 2 off groups, but it's about half Warforged in there as well. And the other thing you notice is that when you first walk in, a fair number of people look up just to see what's going on, but it kind of gets a little quiet. And somebody from the table right next to you guys, right, Blaskin, to your right, immediately like scoots back and runs out the front door. And there's just like some weird whispers to each other. Other people go back to their drinks. But the kind of accomplice of the one that was sitting next to him, the other guy drinking next to the dude that just ran out the front door, kind of a middle-aged, kind of early graying human male, kind of mutters under his breath. You hear, like, you can't quite, it's like, where those just those were fairy tales. Hell no. Fucking mortivores, and runs out to follow his friend. About half the eyes are still on your group at the doorway, and all of the Warforged in the space are staring at Blaskin.
I'm a lot more scared of the culture now than I was when I didn't want to go talk to the other Warforged.
You seem pretty popular.
Okay, but why?
Well, maybe you should ask.
Why is everyone staring at me?
Out loud?
Yeah.
You're the lost.
If
king.
Flynn didn't want that, he should have said that.
No, I want this.
No, that's fine. So, one of the two bartenders, she puts down she had like she's mixing something, puts the bottles down, wipes her hands off really quick, and you hear they call out, seriously, guys, like, rude, like, come on in. Just it kind of comes over to your group, and specifically like right up to Blaskin. She's like, don't do anything else that's gonna draw more attention to you. Just come sit at the bar right fucking now.
Okay. I'm gonna like, oh no. So I haven't quite gotten control of my legs back yet, so I'm gonna stumble into a table, slam my head on it, fall to the ground, and then get up slowly and make my way to a stool.
The one individual, an older, another Dragonborn, was sitting there with their cup. When you land on the table, they let out a unexpectedly high kind of and quickly change tables, like 2 more away from you, and kind of still keeping you in eyesight, but backing further away.
Sorry, everybody. My legs don't work as well as they're supposed to.
He's been drinking.
And the with the kind of call from that one bartender, telling everybody to just like get back to their own business. People kind of conversation slowly starts to kind of trickle back into the background noise. There's a good number of folks that just kind of scoot their chairs a little more so they have more of a defensive like line of sight. But with at least the proprietor like seeming to be okay with things, that like the awkward went from 90% to like 40%. So getting you guys back to the up to the bar, or you eventually stumble up there, just kind of gestures to grab a seat. All right, what the fuck's going on?
Well, I was hoping to get a drink.
Hey, Blue.
We're a little confused. Is our friend here just like really ugly or something? Like, what's the deal?
What?
Well, yeah, you seen him, right?
That is such a complicated question.
What? Why? Why is my ugliness complicated?
All right, one at a time. Tiny one.
Wait, me
Yes.
or her?
Which one?
Gumbo, you're a
Just wait.
stick.
Pointing at Gumbo.
Hello.
You're a stick. You're ugly.
That's a little insulting to just, demean me like that. Like, I'm a
You
person
walked
too.
up here and said, "Is my friend ugly?"
Listen, man.
I was honestly hoping you could answer some questions for me. So that question, we're gonna keep that one on the board for later. I'm even more confused now that you don't know what the fuck's going on. Drink, yes. Blue? And the other Warforged. Take care of his drink order.
It's a man. She's a man.
What?
He called Gumbo.
No, Flint. She was talking to Gumbo, and then she's
Gumbo.
coming towards Flint. Take care of his drink order. So the other one comes over. Yeah, what you gonna have?
Oh, something dark and heavy.
Dark and heavy, right?
If you serve me oil, I'm gonna lose it.
Gravy.
That's a racist joke around here. You know that, right?
Yeah, well, my I almost said my friend's a robot.
I'm just fucking with you. Anyway, we got a really thick stout. 1 second. And you watch a very syrupy pour from a wide neck bottle, that builds a good head on it once it hits the glass. Slides that over. You opening a tab, or is it just this one? You guys gonna get like roughed up here in a couple minutes?
I'll be here for like an hour at least, I think.
I'll open your tab.
Thanks.
I'll cover it. I'll slide him a couple of gold. If I assume this is currency.
Kind of picks up the coins. Ben's just fine.
That's
Tab's taken care of.
Can we get a plate of sausage, some fresh bread? What else, Gumbo? Maybe some you get sauteed onions.
I don't know, what's like the local specialties around here?
Well, we got a guy around the corner who makes all kinds of great sausages. So
In a cart, by chance?
Yeah. You run into Bill?
I'll have to check that
Oh,
out.
yeah, we'll have to.
Just shut
We
up.
passed it on the way here.
Do people steal from him a lot?
No, he kills those people.
Yeah, I'd do the same. Don't mess with a man's sausage.
No, seriously, no one's fucked with Bill in like 8 months. He kills 3 people that tried to steal from him. No one ever touches him again.
Did they nickname him Kill Bill?
Shit, I wish I'd come up with that one. Yeah, we'll get you settled. Honestly, that's like the best flavor down here in the cogs is his specialties. I don't know where he gets the seasoning. Everything kind of tastes like dirt down here.
What's the most popular Warforged drink?
Beer.
Quake Estate.
I would like a beer.
He's too young for that.
I am. Would like a beer.
Don't give him beer. Give him some like.
Got some good
Crucible, can you get him like a
Vinegar.
cloak or something? Blaskin, do you wear like a cloak?
Yeah.
Okay, well then never mind. Because that at least
Blaskin,
cover
put
you
your
up
hood
on
up.
the back.
Put your hood up.
I don't want to put my hood up.
Put your hood up, man.
I'll put my hood
Feel
up
ugly, I
begrudgingly.
guess.
What did that one guy call me? A mortivore? Oh,
So that's Blue is taking care of the food order. He gets some notes from you, Lucky, and it's like, you know, I'll get y'all taken care of. That's great. The other one, look, just you're gonna want to keep your head down and tell me where the fuck you've been for like 200 years. Do you even know what you are?
I'm a warforged.
No.
I have no facial expressions. I try.
He can be a pain in the ass, is what he can be.
Yeah, people found him on an island, I think.
I killed a man with angry mold once.
Okay, you don't have to talk
He was
about that
he
part.
was a chef, a cook on a boat.
You guys really don't have to go into depth about that part.
We were on an island and worked on a. All right, you're
Yeah,
not from
so-
around here.
A couple of years
goes
ago,
on in Phoenix manufacturing.
They make
Yeah.
guns, bombs, and more guns.
Yeah, but what goes on in there?
I'm not picking up what you're putting down.
Well, that's the only other building we've been inside of.
Hey, Flynn, I think you're maybe oversharing just a little bit.
Well, I think you need to let me enjoy my drink.
I wish you would enjoy it a little more. And
Well, I think you should
That's part of the
keep
problem.
Your
you
sticky
should maybe
fingers
let
out
you
of
should maybe
other
let
people's
Blaskin.
stuff.
We should maybe let Blaskin talk with this nice person here.
Yeah.
You know?
So I just kind of woke up on an island about 4 years ago, and then a couple of years passed, and I was alone there, and I got picked up by a merchant ship. And then I worked on the merchant ship for about 2 more years, and then I decided I wanted to go explore the rest of the world, and that's when I ran into these folk. And then this one came later, and I point at Gumbo.
I raise my hand and wave.
1 second. She's gonna rummage around in what you unexpectedly, one of the like crates under the bar has like paper, like scrolls and rolled up parchment and things. So let me see if I've got the image in
And a
here.
thumb drive.
Yeah. Haha.
Posters, perhaps.
Let's see. What would it be called? Shop Warforged. Let me see if it's just like. Nope. Nope. Add it in a tab. 1 sec. There we go. I know I had this open earlier. All right, this is images. Cover. Sorry, guys. 1 sec.
Take your time.
Wrong book. These are called chapters. That doesn't help. Goblins, gnomes. There we go. Okay, so I can share this. So she is going to. Where's the share button? She unfurls a map of a continent. Does that open for you guys?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Poster map.
Yeah. Which island?
Oh, I'm not from around here. I
mean, I
woke up
gathered
in
that
Flint, what's the name of your home plane?
Oh shit.
Like I was saying before.
Well, answer my damn question. Flint, what was the name of your home plane?
This is really good stout that he's enjoying right now.
Lucky, what's the name of your home plane?
No, Lucky
I'm
isn't
from
from
a different
there.
place. I'm from.
God damn it. Lucky, what's the name of
Orthala.
Flint's home plane?
Zorthala.
Zorthala. I woke up in Zorthala on an island. It wouldn't be this map, I don't think, unless this is a map of Zorthala. But it says Corvair at the top, so I don't think it is.
Yeah, this is Corvair for sure. Wow. Yeah, definitely keep your wits about you and a wary eye then. Boy, I was not ready to give you this kind of news today, or anybody this kind of news today. How are you feeling? Are you feeling homicidal or wrathful?
I kind of got a headache. It's going away, though.
Oh yeah, you were a little explodey earlier.
Oh yeah, I exploded earlier today.
Just a little
did-
bit.
Y'all friends of his?
Oh yes.
Yeah. Does he make a habit of assassinating mages?
No, he usually summons packs of gorillas.
Yeah, his thing is making gorillas.
He really likes his little animal friends.
You fell very far from the tree.
Well, no, he grows those too. He they
he
get
makes them grow real
pretty
big.
fucking big.
Beautiful flower beds at
He's real
home.
good with plants and animals.
It sounds like, honestly, if I were this bartender, I'd be like, you guys are embellishing a lot. There's no way that's true.
Look, I'm not going to claim to have any kind of first-hand knowledge of this, because what we're talking about, this is like generations ago. Okay, no one's seen one of you, and I'm sorry, like I recognize
yeah,
the.
right there.
Pardon me intruding your personal space, and she's going to reach across the bar and like draw a line down one of those like LED strips, the little filigree lines that had lit up when he blew up, and then on her same forearm is just gonna kind of like rotate it back and forth in front of you. Yeah, those don't come standard.
Oh. What does standard look like?
She just keeps rotating her hand back and forth. Well, point being, no one's gonna run out of the room scared if I walk in looking like this. You're kind of a boogeyman.
I hide under people's beds?
In a way.
Lucky's looking
Oh.
back and forth. Can he see anything physically different between them other than like if you look at another person, or if I looked at another halfling, it's like, okay, that one's a little taller, skinnier, fatter. Is there anything major difference between them?
With this being the topic of conversation, you will notice that a lot of the paneling and the exterior of Blue and this bartender is just a bit simpler. There's not like this. What looked like intentional filigree work on Blaskin is missing from the rest of them. So
It's just a
there's less.
fancier version.
Yeah, there's less depth to. There's not a whole lot of like small line work. It's all much larger, functional, like smooth grown pieces. Okay, well, here's what I know, and what you're gonna need to be careful of. And maybe you said you woke up on an island, so I don't know what that means, honestly. What would I distill out of the notes that the DM wrote?
I don't know.
Where do
DM,
the
what
Frenchmen
was this?
live?
There a place
So
called
back-
France on this map.
There are tales of...
There are tales.
France.
The Eiffel Tower.
Hmm.
Do you guys have an Arc de Triomphe
Tower.
around here?
Yeah, that's the name of the sausage cart.
Oh shit.
Oh my god, I have to go talk to him.
Oh. So there are tales from back in the war, some 200 years back, of specially designed warforged that lit up in the dark and consumed magic and consumed life force and basically just drew everything in around them, which then became like they were like the boogeymen. Like there's shit, if you didn't even grow up here, magic's fucking everywhere. It's in and this is where I was hoping Nick was still going to be here, because if he had done any of his like portal scan, it would have just been like a cacophony of noise around him. There's just abundant use of magic in this city for very mundane things. So like he would have been pinging on like 250 trash chutes that are all just like little short distance portals set up, among other things. So, I mean, you're like this walking void of death to everybody who knows how to work their lives around here. Eventually, they were supposedly all destroyed. They found that you could overload their cores at huge personal expense. Like, go sacrifice 5 high-powered mages per assassin kind of expense. But that was supposed to be the end of it. I'm not sure who was responsible for that design. But yeah, Mortvaras was the name that just got shortened to Mortivores.
Well, you know, that
So
kind of
you,
makes me feel better. I don't think I've ever eaten somebody's magic before. Lucky, have I ever eaten any of your magic?
Yeah,
Flynn
I've never
immediately
felt
starts
anything
sweating.
with Gumbo. You've eaten some of my
What-
sausages.
Gumbo, you feel okay around me, right? Like you don't get dizzy or something?
No, not really.
Flint, you're sort of magical. You know, I don't really
Flynn is
understand the
doing
nature of yours as
literally
much.
everything he can to like stare down at the drink on the table.
What
Sweating.
are you doing here? I mean, you're standing out like a sore thumb, especially among
Sore
us.
thumb.
Should I get some like clothes?
You're not wearing clothes right now?
He's
No.
wearing them. I thought you wore a big robe.
Yeah, well, it's like a big cloak.
Yeah, so at least, you know, no one's freaking out if they walk in now. Everybody already saw you when you walked in, but
Yeah.
and hopefully
Like-
the guy that ran out aren't busy shouting it to everybody in town.
Do you think I'd look good in a business suit?
I think you look very dashing in a business suit.
I'm gonna get a business suit.
Nice little
But at
tie.
least I don't think I'm one of those Morta guys, because I don't think I eat anybody's magic.
Do those light up?
Have you ever tried?
Lucky, why would you ask that? Why would you ask that out loud, Lucky?
Do they have red eyes normally?
Yeah, he's been red eyes, blue eyed.
I don't think.
Speaks in a funny accent sometimes.
It's French, you can't help it.
Soit de vivre?
Blue's been eavesdropping a bit out of like intense curiosity.
I heard their eyes change color with whatever magic they just stolen from people around them. I thought that was kind of cool.
That does sound kind of cool. In a weird way, I kind of wish I did do that, but I don't think I do.
But yeah, she had a good question. Do those lines ever light up on you?
Once?
Yeah.
Have we seen them light up before?
Twice.
All the time.
What?
That's a lot of different answers.
Blaskin's looking around like, did I miss something? I only saw it happen one time.
We turned you into a large battery for holy power once.
Oh.
And I think that was in the cave.
What color were my eyes?
Large battery for holy power. What am I forgetting?
I think
He resurrected me.
I think I hit him with lay on hands.
Yeah, for like the full bar because I went down. Flint, what color were my eyes when you did that?
So interestingly enough, nobody was aware of these lines because those didn't light up when you hit him with divine magic. The only times you have seen those lines is once his feet hit the ground here.
Yeah, that was the other thing I was going to say. When we definitely saw that here when we got
Yeah,
here.
sorry, that's above the table.
Well, that's funny, Flint. What color were my eyes when you did that? Did they change?
Can I get another drink?
Flint, buddy? Hammer of Dunmorrow?
Blue is busy listening and just slides another mug over.
Oh yeah.
One.
Flint, with Will gone, you know you're like my best friend now, right? You have to help me out here, man.
Well, I mean, I think they turned white.
Oh. So, you guys say that these Morta guys are kind of like batteries, right? So what if I I'm gonna think really hard about divine magic, and I'm gonna use Druidcraft as a cantrip, and I'm gonna make a smell in the room that is rose smelled, and see if my eyes turn white for a second.
But can you
Sure,
steal
you,
your own magic?
Yeah, you cast a cantrip and your eyes don't change color unless that's canon that they've always changed color when you cast a spell.
No, it's not.
They're the exact same emotive normal for whatever mood you're currently in.
Okay, cool. So I don't think I store magic except the stuff I usually have.
Yeah,
Maybe
what
you
about
just
this?
forgot
Try
how.
take mine. And I summon a little mage hand, just like in front of me. Hey, see if you can you eat this?
I'm gonna grab the mage hand. I'm gonna do like the Arnold Schwarzenegger like hand grab on the mage hand and pull it up to my face and stare at it really hard for a second.
It's gonna meet your Lucky, what does the mage hand do?
I just
Like,
if
what are you
he
doing
reaches
with it?
out for it, I have it like give him the bro grasp.
Yeah, so that's the extent of it. It's like it's a picturesque meme. Warforged druid and mage hand.
Okay, now think
Right,
maybe does he have to actually put it in his mouth to eat it?
I don't know. Maybe it's a good thing you can't do that anymore, because maybe that's why the others were so murdery.
I mean, I don't know if I could ever do it in the first place. I don't know if I'm capable of it.
Maybe you just forgot
release the
how.
grasp, I then use the mage hand to grab another sausage and feed myself.
The only time my mouth has ever opened is when I had to hack up some bolts about an hour ago.
Hey, Crucible. And Blue's calling the other bartender over. Not like they're sitting right next to each other, but it's more like, you think I don't know. Merrick is out on business. That's the first person I would think to tell him to talk to. But if they go find Padre, maybe they might get some more answers that way. Yeah, I don't know. He's a bit of a loose cannon, causing a lot of shit around here anyway, but if you don't know what the fuck you are, you might want to talk to Padre.
Who's Padre?
He's a local.
It's your dad.
Yeah.
I think that's what that means.
It's
No,
French.
it's not French. No.
Potter? No. Hey, yeah. Well, he's in local politics, put it that way. Of the
Oh, I love politicians.
of the cogs variety. But they mean well. You can find him in Shadeholm. I could arrange a meeting if you want.
Yeah, that'd be great. Also, do you know where I could get some clothes around here, or maybe I could just sit right here while somebody else goes get me clothes? Because I don't know. I don't like people being scared of me.
We should get you like a mask or something.
I want a business suit.
And a business suit with a mask.
Can I get a luchador mask in my business suit?
You would be the ultimate wrestler.
Yeah.
I was about to offer. I've actually, I've got a couple suits upstairs. You're welcome to. I just bust them out for holidays.
You guys
So,
are so nice. It's very generous.
I mean, this is kind of like meeting a celebrity. You know, like if someone said, "Hey,
It's kind of like meeting Jeffrey Dahmer.
if someone told you that Krampus just walked into your bar and like wanted to hang out, like needed a suit," I'd be like, "Shit, okay. What size are you, sir?" This is definitely not how I saw my day going, but
I mean,
So-
we attacked a weapons factory and jumped through a portal, and then I exploded. And now I have a really bad headache. I didn't think my day was going to go like this either.
The oversharing
Wow.
again is maybe a little bit. Maybe a hold back just a little.
Maybe you need to do some less overstealing, Gumbo.
I would hardly call that stealing.
Blue
Sometimes
pockets
you
the 2
borrow
gold that
stuff.
were still on the counter.
Yeah, we don't steal stuff.
Oh, I have another question for you. Have you ever seen any Warforged that can transform?
Autobots.
by transform you mean
I can turn into animals.
You turn into like a big truck.
No, we just turn into jet planes over here.
What?
One turns into a
I'm
literal
so
gun.
jealous. I turned into like rats and scorpions, and you guys are turning into jet. What?
I turn into a gun and my siblings turn into bullets. I used to have 5 brothers, down to 2.
Oh, that's a little worse.
No, seriously though. I actually, maybe that's like your Mortivore thing.
I'm not a Mortivore.
Sounds pretty French to me.
Maybe a motorboat because you found like one of Noggin.
So, for the purposes of logistics, we'll say that you can design yourself or idealize a suit that you would be able to borrow Blue is going to want it back. Hopefully. They are fun at parties. But then someone else can go acquire a mask of whatever style you want to walk around in. Keep in mind, I think they're still going to know you're Warforged.
I mean,
does
that part
this-
I'm okay with.
Does his face have those lines and filigree also, or
No.
so he wouldn't have to have a mask unless he wants it?
I think the luchador mask really brings it together, though.
They would never expect one of those Morta guys to wear a stupid mask like that.
I like to picture you get a luchador mask that looks exactly like your face but smiling instead.
It's actually really funny.
Yeah, I want a luchador mask. It looks like some kind of metal man with some ivy on the sides. Okay, well, Crucible is kind of a big deal, right? Yeah, it's a big deal, whatever. Look, y'all can post up here for the night. Well, you look like you've been through some shit, so rooms around the house for today. Get some rest. I'll reach out
please,
to Padre.
I insist. I'm gonna put 5 platinum on the table. You guys have just been swell.
Well, you
I
heard her.
really-
Blue, she insists. She immediately
I really
grabs those
insist.
and pockets them.
I don't want to make any trouble for you fine folk, so
We like a little bit of trouble.
hopefully not too much.
Just to keep it fun. Keep the clientele coming in. It helps to be known as a good place to lay low.
I have a
Anyway,
lot to
I'll-
think about.
I'll reach out to Padre. You guys can probably meet up in the morning. Just keep in mind, he tends to get a lot of strings to attach to him. That is to say, he's probably going to ask something of you.
That's okay. We'll handle him. We're pretty tough. And if he asks too much, I'll just eat the magic out of him.
Maybe we don't do that.
You hear one chair in the back, like squeak backwards. It's out of the bar.
Hey, you know what? We could totally do a little quest to learn more about your history, right, Blaskin?
I mean, that'd be kind of cool. We do have a mission, but I'm a little curious.
We'll
Yeah,
multitask.
Maybe it's going to help if I know a little bit when I reach out to Padre, aside from, hey, I found one of those guys from 200 years ago and doesn't know who the fuck he is. Why are you here?
Well, we're looking for a very specific item that we believe is out on a battlefield somewhere.
Well, y'all are like
We
200
don't-
years too late.
Yeah, but we don't know what it is.
The thing you're looking for, or the battlefield?
Yes.
Shit.
I don't know. It was like a fairly active battlefield on the.
Like it's supposed to be like now there's...
Yeah, are the fights going on now? Like skirmishes,
Seems like
battles,
it.
anything?
I mean, look, she just kind of points to all the different names on the map. 200 years is not a whole lot of time for all these folks to figure out where their borders are, but Braylon's kind of holding everything down. Why is that not on the map? Oh, sorry.
Where are we on this map, by the way?
Oh,
I was like Greenland.
no, Braylon. Hold on, I don't have any of the buttons again. Where's the ping code? There it is. You guys are here.
Ooh.
So
Sharn.
Sharn is down at the edge of the Dagger River.
The hilt.
Sharn is the capital of the region
Flint,
known as Brayland.
there's a keep named after you
Uh-oh.
to the south.
We're not going there.
Why not?
Yeah, well, if your name's Flint, just don't go to Torch Keep. They'll kill you.
Oh, good.
Oh my.
Those two been at each other's... I'm shitting you. Oh, I love people from out of town.
especially as far out of town as y'all claim to be. Holy shit. Anyway, Braylon's trying to keep everything together. Here in town, they're kind of Sharn's the seat of like regional government. So technically, there's not any like large scale war, but I do know y'all were actually not that far away from pretty useful information, given that all of the weapons manufacturers, they do like to invest in proxy battles. Like, oh cool, this tribe is fighting with that tribe, or you know, someone's trying to push a border somewhere. Let's go send a bunch of our weapons and find out how well they work, kind of shit. So, if you didn't like, you might want to snoop back around there a little bit, see if they've got any deals currently going. Because if it's an active battlefield, that's lots of money.
That's perfectly reasonable advice that we definitely didn't hear from you. Thank you.
Cool. Now I don't have to claim these 5 platinum on my taxes. All right. Well, enjoy the food. Thank you for paying quite so much that you didn't actually pay me, and I never met any of you. Pleasure to never have met any of you. I'll see what I can do about setting up that meeting with Padre. And I'll be around. She looks at Blaskin. If you're still curious about shit. I don't know that I know that much more, but I don't know how much you even know about yourself. So,
Not a lot. I didn't even know what a Warforged was until maybe a couple months ago.
well, honey, I think I'm gonna need a drink.
How long has it been since we first got to Sigil? I know that's a hard question, Brandon.
Yeah, you guys have had some downtime. You've invested in the house a bit. I want to say you've been in Sigil for some months.
Okay. So okay, yeah, a couple months is probably fine then. Because I had never even met another Warforged until we got to Sigil.
Did I hear you say you woke up 4 years ago?
3 or 4, something like that.
Like first ever woke up like.
That
born?
is my earliest memory.
Oh dear. Maybe I shouldn't be selling you alcohol.
He's quite the young man.
I'm gonna pour the beer on top of my head.
Oh,
It's
no,
too
don't
late
make
now.
this now.
Blue's watching this. Do I really want to give him one of my suits?
I prestidigitate him back up. I kind of like get a little washcloth and I rub his head like this is all very normal. Like he does this often.
It's good for the wood finish.
I help out. I
Right.
prestidigitate like the floors and the chair around him.
Instantly clean.
So Blue and Crucible, the two bartender / owners of the Red Hammer Inn, are going to be available. If there's anything else you guys want to do with your day, otherwise it is up to you how you spend it. But you now have a space to rest. You've got a couple rooms available for the night at the low rate of free, even though you paid 5 platinum and 3 gold already. Is there anything else on the top of folks' minds? Otherwise, I think that'd be a great spot to pause, and we can pick up the next day. So let's just put it this way: when we pick up, it'll be the next day, and you guys will have the contact information you need to meet up with Padre. So, is there anything else you want to do here and now before that happens?
I've got a quick, maybe little thing.
Mhm.
I want to try to ask Hal what the item is that we're looking for, and like see if he knows anything now that we're a little bit closer.
Yes, Hal. What does Hal know? That's not on this page.
You want
We
me to
could
go ahead
also
and roll
come
my
back to
portents
that
for next time
next
since we're gonna
week.
rest?
Yeah, you can go for it.
If you want to think about what Hal is thinking about,
No,
we'll do that next week.
I just need to find the right page to see what I'm working with on this one. So
I know he's been acting a little weird.
6 and an 11.
Okay. There was. So you guys are on the right planet for it. That was a chase for Sponge. You've got all those memories of his. Nope, that's a different thingy. I'm gonna have to follow back up with you next time.
All good.
On
That's
on
good.
what? Yeah.
No problem.
So you got your port and dice. Blaskin, anything else that you wanted to do before tomorrow, game-wise?
I would like to ask the bar people a really quick question. Do you
Yes.
have like a library maybe that I could go read about like history?
Well, there's plenty of libraries in Sean, buddy.
Oh, okay.
Not so many down here in the cogs, though. You're gonna have to go upstairs for some of those.
Well, it's a good thing I'll have a mask and suit.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like, you know, you can go up into the upper tiers just fine. Probably gonna have to find, like, we don't have many elevators on this level unless you're cargo, and that's usually like owned by some.
That's
of the-
okay. I can turn into a bird and fly.
Yeah, there's also that. Oh, nah. If you could turn into a bird, then you don't have to worry.
Okay.
For the rest of you, especially like the spellcasty types, there is a standing bounty in this city. The bounty, I don't know, that's the wrong word. People are encouraged to cast Featherfall if they see somebody falling, because lots of bridges, not all of them have high walls. So, you know, if you happen to save somebody with a Featherfall before they splat down into the gutter here, I think there's like a standing like 2 or 3 gold reward. Just keep in mind, you know, it's if you got a wand or a spell that you know, some people make extra money that way.
Nice to know.
But yeah, a couple academies, a couple good public libraries. Maybe take a bath first.
You good?
Yeah.
Cool. Flint, I haven't checked with you yet. Anything you wanted to do before tomorrow, game-wise?
No, not that I can think of it.
All right, and Lucky, you got your portents. Then I think we can wrap there tonight, and next Saturday is after the first of the year. Maybe we can keep Nick awake when we go meet Padre and see what happens.
Last
there.
game of the year.
Yep. This was
Oh my God,
the
it was.
game of the year. So, thank you for running, sir. Thank you to everyone who hung out with us. It's very appreciated. Hope you all have a wonderful New Year's. We will be back Tuesday for Kelsto's game. And I guess that will be our actual last stream of the year for that one. And then our next one will be kicking off the brand new year. Hopefully it'll be a lot better. For
Woo!
So,
Fingers crossed, man.
if you'd like to catch replays of this campaign or our other ones, you can do so on YouTube and Rumble. Likes, fellow shares, very appreciated. And those of you here on Twitch, I will try to find us someone to raid. Everybody else, enjoy the credit music, and we will see you all on the flip side. Night, everybody.
Good night, Internet.
Bye bye.